Now I request Ms. Sonali to present the flower bouquet to our guest. Sonali. With deep respect, I now call upon today's chief guest, Professor Dr. Sushant Kumar Tripathi Sir, Chairman PG Council, Barampur University, to kindly join us on the line. Well, I request Ms. Ditimai to present the flower bouquet to our guest. Well, esteemed members present here, Professor Tripathi is a distinguished professor of physics at Barampur University, where he presently steers as the Chairman PG Council. His research journey spans the fascinating world of nanophotonics, optical sensors, and solar cells. And today, he leads the University Center for Applied Photonics under DST and FIST program, building state-of-art facility for the next generation solar technology. With over 1,300 citations to his credit, his works holds a respect place in the global photonics and photovoltaics literature. He is a valued member of prestigious bodies such as the Photonics Society of India, the Optical Society of India, and the IEEE Photonics Society, and lends his expertise as a reviewer to several international and national journals. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Professor Dr. Sushant Kumar Tripathi with a big round of applause. Esteemed members present here, it is now my indeed great honor to invite our chief speaker, Professor Dr. Ravi Narayan Subudhi sir, former chairperson MBA, Keech University, Bhubaneswar, presently the research advisor, Central University School of Management, whose mentorship in management research has guided generation of students. So please occupy the chair. I'm requesting Namrata to present a flower bouquet to our guests. Namrata. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming a mentor, a researcher, and a storyteller with 4 decades of academic excellence behind him, an alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad and a CSIR Senior Research Fellow. Our guest has authored and edited many books and published over hundreds of research papers and mentored more than 16 research scholars for their success. He has led over 40 faculty development programs across India and abroad for the 12 remarkable years. He has also guided Parikalpana, Keech University's flagship research journal, as a chief editor. Presently, he is serving as the president of the Operational Research Society of India, Bhubaneswar chapter, and research advisor of Central University, Palna. Beyond academia, he cherished as a columnist and former editor of different ODM magazines. Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome with a big round of applause to Professor Dr. Ravi Narayan Subudhi sir. With great pride, I now invite a person who needs no introduction to this institution, a visionary, a missionary man who has steered Kalam Group of Institution with dedication and foresight. Please welcome our guest of honor, Mr. Santosh Kumar Chehra sir, the Honorable Secretary, Kalam Group of Institution, to kindly grace the dais. Please, sir. I request Ditimai to offer a flower bouquet to our guest. Esteemed members present here, I'm taking equal honor and privilege to welcome a distinguished academician who holds the RBI Chair Professor at Inagural University, Bhubaneswar. Please join me and welcoming Professor Dr. Sudhakar Batra sir, our esteemed guest of honor, with a big round of applause. I request again Namrata to present the card bouquet to our guest. Namrata, please. Honorable persons present here, please welcome an economist whose career spans nearly 4 decades from Delhi University to Ravensar, and is a professor of economics at Baroda University. Now he is currently holds the prestigious RBI Chair Professor at Inagural University, Bhubaneswar. His research has shaped the conversation in environmental, developmental and health economics backed by the projects with Sandy and QGC. He has recently edited a timely volume on the pandemic's impact on Indian social sector. He has authored many books and published over 100 research papers and mentored over 15 research scholars. Ladies and gentlemen, an economist, a philanthropist, and an influential person. Please have a round of applause and welcome Professor Dr. Sudhakar Batra. Well, with equal pride and honor, finally I invite the convener of this faculty development program, the pillar of management department, Professor Dr. Umesh Chandra Pandey sir, the HOD department management, to kindly join us on the dais. Please, sir. I request Sonali to present a flower bouquet to our guest. Sonali. Distinguished dignitaries, your presence here fills us with immense gratitude. On behalf of the faculty and the entire institution, we extend a sincere thanks for gracing this occasion. Over to you, madam.
As light embodies wisdom, clarity, and peace, let us commence this program with the ceremonial lighting of the lamp. I humbly invite all our dignitaries to illuminate this auspicious moment and invoke divine blessing upon this faculty development program. The national anthem, Jana Gana Mana, is a symbol of our unity, pride, and patriotism. In the spirit of the national pride, I request you all to kindly stand and join in the recitation of our national anthem. Convener of this faculty development program and head of the department of MBA, to address this gathering and share his words of welcome. Sir, the podium is yours.
सुबीर ते पक्षू काढते त्याच्या गुंठे
Welcome to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure and praise to welcome all of you in this 5-day FDP program on research methods. Respected President, Professor Pavitra Kumar Tripathi sir, Principal College of Technology. Respected Chief Guest, Professor Sukat Kumar Tripathi, Chairman PG Council for our University. Esteemed Chief Guest, esteemed Chief Speaker, Professor Rabindranath Subodhi sir, my teacher, my friend, my guide and philosopher, and the man, the person behind to this 5 days FDP program. He is currently research advisor to the Central University, former professor of King University, chairperson of FDP program of King University, and also the professor of Parliament and also the PhD. The respected guest of honor, Professor Sudhar Gandhi and my teacher. He is well known as a spokesperson of Parliamentary in his entire 7-8 years career of Parliament. Respected Secretary, Kalam Technology, and the guest of honor, all my respected advisors to this program, my teacher, Professor Abdullah Ponda sir, Professor Gyananand Mahanti, Professor Lakshman Ponda, Professor Murtunjoy Swami, and other advisors in the absence here, respected heads of department, respected colleagues, all the resource persons invited to this 5 years program, esteemed participants, and my colleagues, student friends, and ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the organizing committee, Kalam Technology, I again welcome to all of you in this August function and this 5-day program. The research is the cornerstone of knowledge creation, innovation, and sustainable development. It may be academic, industry, or entrepreneurship. The research is inevitable to identify the problem and further growth of the organization. In this fast-changing world, ethical research is always a challenge. That is why we have organized this 5 days workshop. Every program has taken workshop to train not only theory, but also insist all the participants for practical experience in this 5 days program. I always expect the participants to ask questions, their curiosity to our resource persons to gain knowledge. This further to this organization, I congratulate our management, and I also who are giving permission to organize 5-day seminar. All I congratulate all the committee members of this committee members as well as the resource persons for the successful organization of this seminar. And further, again, I congratulate all of you. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful and encouraging words. It is now our pleasure to invite our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Subhakar Pathak, sir, RBI Chair Professor, Uttar University, Bhubaneswar, to share his thoughts with us. Sir, we look forward to hearing your valuable insights.
A very good morning to one and all present here. Esteemed Principal and President of this inaugural function, Professor Pavitra Kumar Tripathi, revered Chief Guest Professor Sushant Kumar Tripathi, respected Chief Speaker Professor Abhinarayan Subudhi, respected guest of honor Mr. Tanu Charan Chaudhary, convener of this program Dr. Umesh Chandra Panigrahi, all faculty members of Kalam Institute of Technology, my revered faculty member from Balapur University, Professor Arun Kumar Panda, and all my dear participants and student friends. I am delighted to mention that the Kalam Institute of Technology is regularly organizing methodology workshops and conferences. So this is my third visit to Kalam Institute of Technology, because previously I have attended one international conference organized by Dr. Umesh Chandra Panigrahi. There was a research conclave in which I participated as a research person. And this is my third visit, and I am extremely happy that Kalam Institute is organizing this research methodology workshop for 5 days for the participants. When I interacted with the convener, I came to know that there is no registration fee for the participant. This is a noble activity that this institute has undertaken for the benefit of research scholars. Nowhere in India I found a private institute can organize a research method workshop for the participant without a single registration fee collected from the participant. I congratulate the management and the organizer for taking this endeavor to enhance the research capability of the students. Kalam Institute of Technology was established in the year 2008 and it has completed a glorious existence of 18 years in providing quality technical education to the students of Odisha, particularly to the students of South Odisha, which is considered little educationally backward. So this endeavor of the management to institute this Kalam Institute of Technology in the name of a great person who was the President of India and he is known as the People's President of the country. The first person was elected, was appointed as the President of India not because of his political background. He was appointed as the President of India because of his incessant intellect and erudite scholarship. So I am extremely happy for this Kalam Institute of Technology. It is named after a great person of the country whom I consider as one of the most prestigious persons holding a most important position in the country. So without any political background, Dr. Kalam occupied the highest position in the country and when he was selected as the President of the country and he was simple scientific advisor to the Prime Minister. And this institute follows the academic philosophy of Abdul Kalam. I congratulate the institution because the philosophy which has been adopted by this institution is technical education and the ideas are mainly coined by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Today in the entire world, the concept of knowledge economy has been established. Now the latest economics theory, which is called the growth theory, is called knowledge-based economic growth. A report which has been released by the OECD countries, report says the best way to develop a country is not to promote the industrial sector or tertiary sector or increase the productivity everything. The best way to increase the economic growth of a country is to increase the average years of education of the people. So if you increase the average years of education of the people, then the development of the country will increase by 6%. This is the latest theory which has been coined by the World Bank. You develop a country, the latest development, simple increase in education, increase research, the country will develop. With this is what is called knowledge-based economic growth. That is why we have developed a concept that is called simple knowledge-based growth theory. In this concept, in terms of research, if you look at the position of India, we have occupied 4th position in the world after China, United States of America and UK in number of paper publications. If you look at research and development expenditure of India, it is only 0.6% of GDP, whereas the research and development expenditure is around 3.4% in USA, 5% in South Korea, 2.6% in China. So you compare the amount of expenditure which is made in research and development. Unless and until we develop the quality research papers published, patents filed, innovation and research quality of a country cannot develop. With this particular objective, there are several institutes in India that are organizing research methodology workshops to enhance the research capability of the students. I was looking at the program for 5 days. Eminent research persons are invited. The topics are selected to provide a good quality training to the participants on research methodology. When I came today, I just came to that all the participants of this workshop belong to most of the management faculty and they are the registered PhD scholars of different institutes. I expect this 5 days research methodology workshop will be extremely useful to all the participants who are attending particular this workshop. I expect there are sessions from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I expect all the participants will attend all the sessions regularly and make their post research person get the utmost benefit out of this research methodology workshop. It's a noble endeavor of this Kalam Institute and participants should take maximum benefit out of this institute. I have a session in the afternoon. I will be interacting with the students from 1 14 to 4 o'clock, during which I will discuss about quantitative and qualitative research, how it is being conducted, what are the different methodology adopted. So this is the inaugural session. I am extremely thankful to the organizers of this seminar to give me opportunity to come over here to this institute, participate in the inaugural function and deliberate in the technical session to the participant. I wish this 5-day workshop a great success. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, sir, for your enriching and thought-provoking address. Next, I have the privilege of inviting Mr. Santosh Kumar Janna, sir, Secretary, Kalam Group of Institution, to share his valuable words with us. Sir, please grace the podium.
Jai Jagannath. Today is very holiday and special day for all of us because today is a big Ekadasi and a golden vessel of Lord Jagannath. This event I congratulate to all of you on the special day. Today, our institution organized a faculty development program on this organization. Arrange this type of the program, and the organize our institution. Especially, I congratulations to our President of the Kumar Party and respected our chief guest, Professor Kumar Party sir, PG Council of the Bangalore University, and guest of honor Professor of Utkal University, and guest of honor, our chief engineer, Professor Abhinandan Subir sir, and our convener, Umesh sir, and all the respected faculty sir, and other dignitary and my dear students. We are very proud of because our institution organized this type of the program. On behalf of the management, we entered the governing body of this institution. It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome to our faculty development program. We are truly thrilled to host such a vibrant, essentially a scholar, a researcher and educator who are dedicated to the noble pursuit of the lifelong learning. The FDP is not merely to routine the academic event. It is a strategy investment in our collective future. Over the course of the upcoming sessions, we will have the opportunity to interact with the different experts and exchange idea and challenging the convenience and the respect. So I wish to all of us to get together and discuss the every good development points, and I lastly thanks to all of you for
make a success program of our FDP program. Thank you.
Jualan kal deती है लगी थी कितने में आएगा
So thank you for the words of wisdom. Now it's time to hear from our chief speaker, Professor Dr. Ravi Narayan Subadesar, former chairman MBA, Keith University, Bhubaneswar. So the podium is waiting for your address. Please, sir.
Respected President of this Inagural Council, respected dignitaries of the dais, very lovely audience, which includes my best friend, Professor Sujukto Nasa, and delegates from here and abroad. I know many of you in the audience may not be knowing me. I'll be introducing myself first within half a minute. I started my teaching career from Barampur University. So I always owe a lot to this soil. Whenever I get a chance or an invitation or not, I try to attend all functions here at Barampur and Punjab. My association with Kalam Institute dates back to minimum 13 years. I remember 13 years back, I had attended a formal function. Thereafter, maybe I was busy, but I had sent my scholars, my colleagues, my friends to all the events what Kalam had conducted, particularly coordinated by Umesh. So I feel privileged to be here. For that, I thank the organizer, particularly Dr. Umesh, for giving me the chance to be here with lovely friends here. As I will be speaking formally for minimum 90 minutes or so, I will be very brief because we will save time so that we have time for the main FDP. As my predecessor, my academic friend, Professor Sudhakar Patra has already told, research is key and critical to development. So we have R&D division with all performing organizations. I remember, I don't know many of the MBA students whether they may be knowing or not. There is a famous international company which is famous for its innovation. The company name is 3M. Can I request the lovely students there, how many of you know the company 3M? Minnesota Mining and Minerals, and the franchise for India is taken by Birla, and in India we call it Birla 3M. When I got the first chance to visit US, we had option to visit 2 institutes. They were asking which 2 institutes you would like to visit so that they can arrange for hospitality and transport. So when I left for US from India, my dream was to visit a company called 3M. 3M is such a company which is very, very famous for its research, which is ongoing, which are successful, and particularly which are unsuccessful. Why I am giving emphasis on the unsuccessful research project, then never mind why starting a research whether we will be getting a success or not. If you get some idea, you try what you are getting, what we call in Sanskrit Karmande Radhikas, and you find that a research scientist or research project head will be working for months together, years together, even till he is about retirement and he is not getting his solution. What I am indirectly hinting are the applied research, what we and Professor Sudhakar sir will be telling are the classification of different types of research. When are you to apply research, solution seeking research, problem research. Then you don't know how to get replaced. So there are many anecdotes. I will not be taking much time. I would request management student to search Google or now AI will tell you like how the glue that stick it, how it came into existence. That stick it is one output of a failure research project. I will not take much time. What I was suggesting, research is such a nature. Research is such an interesting field. Only those who are immersed and dedicated in research, they can really know the value of the nectar of research. So today, and in the days to come in FDP, I believe myself and other colleagues who will be addressing the FDP will be highlighting, trying to impress you how research can be very impactful, how it can be enjoyable, how it can be memorable. If you are doing a research, choice is yours. Selecting a topic, the methodology, everything choice is yours. So why not taking of a good research and why not adopting a good methodology so that end of the year, end of the research, you think that I have done a great thing. I think during my formal presentation, I'll be taking many examples. I will be taking first time here. So what I would conclude by saying that where research is successful, those regions, those countries are successful. Name it US, name it any other country, because their research is very impactful, very progressive, and very far-reaching. That's why they are ahead of all other countries. With this, thanking the organizer for giving me this scope and wishing this program a grand success. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much. Those are not just words, those are wisdom unflow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are deeply honored to have with us today our chief guest, Professor Dr. Sukant Kumar Tripathi, Honorable Chairperson, Peace Council, Varanasi University. Sir, we request you to address the august audience. Please, sir.
Dr. Pavitra Kumar Tripathi, Principal, Kalam Institute of Technology. Professor Abhinand Subudhi, former Dean School of Rural Management, Bhubaneswar. He was also happened to be our old colleague at Varanasi University. In fact, I can see he is my teacher. Mr. Santosh Kumar Jena, the Secretary of Kerala Group of Institutions. My colleague, Professor Sudhakar Patro, former professor of Varanasi University in the Department of Economics, and now the RP Chair Professor at Utkal University, Bhubaneswar. My friend, the convener of this workshop, Dr. Umesh Chandra Panigraj, the head of the Department of MBA, and of the dais, Professor Panda, other faculty members, dignitaries from the different institutes, participants, and my dear students. It is my privilege to be here as one of the guests on this occasion of 5-day faculty development program on research methodology. And I would like to thank Dr. Umesh Panigraj for this invitation and the management also for inviting me and to say some feelings to the young PhD students. Friends, research methodology is not my cup of tea. The experts are sitting here, Dr. Padro, Dr. Subudhi, and other faculty members who are sitting on the dais. But what I will speak maybe for another 4 to 5 minutes is what I understand by this research methodology. As I said, I am not an expert in research methodology, but I do research. So whatever I will speak here is my own feelings. You may agree with this, you also may not agree with me. Research methodology, as the term says, it consists of two words, research and methodology. What are the different methods you follow for a given research problem is what is research methodology. And in this context, what is very important is to choose a research problem. How you choose a research problem? I do not know whether you have already, choose the research problem or not, but if you have not, this is some guidelines how to choose a research problem. Your research statement should be such that after completion of your PhD degree, the thesis should not go to the library. It should go to the society. And if your thesis is going to this library, this is not the actual research you are doing. If your research results will not have any societal applications, then there is no meaning of research. So this is very important. And how will you find the research problem? There are many methods by you can find this research problem. But I will tell one small story related to this choosing this research problem. One young teacher, after completion of his PhD, tried to submit different proposals to different funding agencies. And he has submitted to different funding agencies, not less than 14 funding agencies in a span of 2 years. But unfortunately, he didn't succeed in any one of them. And the problem with him was everywhere, in every meeting, the expert asked, what is the application of your research in the society? And the teacher, though explained this, but himself was not convinced what he has replied. And then he thought that maybe the research problem which he has chosen during his PhD was not that appropriate, and this is the reason why he is not getting any fund. And then he changed his research area depending on the societal applications. And then he tried to apply some funding to these research agencies, and immediately he got the funding from those research funding agencies. And after that, he applied to different funding agencies, and currently he has projects for not less than 6 crores. And this is only because he has changed this research area. He chose this research area in a very clever manner, which has some societal applications. And the person is standing before you and speaking to you. This is me, which has experienced that. And this is the reason I say that choosing a research problem is very, very important. Which I made a mistake, you should not repeat that mistake. So friends, choose the research problem very, very accurately so that you will definitely get the reward of your research results. This is number one. And coming to this methodology, as I said, I am not an expert in research methodology, but nowadays AI plays a very important role. If you ask me whether you will use AI for research, there is no harm in using AI in research. And recently we also use like Perplexity, DeepSeek for our research. But we should be also very clever in using these AI tools. And if you can use these AI tools cleverly, then definitely you will save time. Maybe how to choose the research problem, what is the research gap, all these things can be effectively carried out by using these AI tools. So the experts who are sitting on the dais will say more about this, But as far as my feeling is concerned, there is no harm in using this AI. You can use AI for your research. Not that you will write the thesis, write the paper using AI, but once you wrote this paper, you can use AI to improve this quality of this paper. So, this research methodology or the different methodology you want to use in your research can be cleverly used by using these different AI tools. I do not know whether you have used this AI tool for your research or not, but this can be done. Finally, I will not take much time because I was assigned with 5 minutes. I will say one thing, that you should create a research culture, right research culture. What do you mean by right research culture? See, research always does not mean high quality laboratories. It does not mean high quality libraries, but it means right spirit, honesty, and dedication. You have this courage to ask questions to your guide. You do not hesitate to argue with your guides. And this is why I say that you should have the courage to ask questions to your guide. And you also try to collaborate. If you can collaborate with your peers, with your fellow friends in the right attitude, this will be also very helpful for you. And finally, you should aspire. If you will not aspire for anything, you will not get any success in your life. So with these few words, I wish you all a very best career in research, and thank you very much again for this organizing committee for the invitation, and I wish all of you will definitely get success in your life. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, when a scientist speaks, he speaks truth. Thank you so much. With great respect, I now invite the President, Professor Dr. Pavitra Kumar Tripathi, sir, the Honorable Principal, Kalam Institute of Technology, to address the gathering with the words of motivation. Please, sir.
Good morning to one and all present over here. Honorable state persons on the dais, my colleagues and their participants. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this faculty development program on research methodology. In an era defined by rapid technological shifts and global challenges, the role of an academician has evolved far beyond the traditional classroom teacher. Today, a great teacher is inherently a keen researcher, someone who not only imparts the existing knowledge but actively contributes to creating the new knowledge among the students. The researcher is not just about filling our resume, meeting the accreditation status, or adding titles to our names. It is all about your curiosity, rigorousness, and impact. Over the course of this program, our goal is to help you refine your analytical skills, navigate the publication process, encourage the interdisciplinary works, and uphold the ethics. The teaching and research are the two sides of a coin. When you bring your active research into the classroom, your teaching becomes the dynamic, evidence-based, and deeply engaging for your students. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the organizing committee for putting this program together, and especially our esteemed resource persons for sharing their time and expertise with us. I wish you all a deeply engaging, intellectually stimulating, and productive week ahead. Let us learn, unlearn, and innovate together. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening and heartfelt address. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to a special part of the program, the felicitation of our esteemed dignitaries as a token of our gratitude and respect. I now request our Honorable President, Professor Dr. Pavitra Kumar Tripathi, sir, to kindly felicitate our Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Sukant Kumar Tripathi, sir, Chairman, PG Council, Barampur University, as a token of respect and appreciation. Again, I am requesting our Honorable President, Professor Dr. Pavitra Kumar Tripathi, sir, to kindly felicitate our Chief Speaker, Professor Dr. Ravi Narayan Subudhi, sir, former Chairman, MBA, KIT University, Bhubaneswar, as a token of respect and appreciation. May I kindly request our Honorable President, Professor Dr. Pavitra Kumar Tripathi, sir, to kindly felicitate our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Sudhakar Patil, sir, RBI Chair Professor, Utkal University, Bhubaneswar, as a token of respect and appreciation. I now request our Honorable President, Professor Dr. Pavitra Kumar Tripathi, sir, to kindly felicitate our guest of honor, Mr. Santosh Kumar Janna, sir, Secretary, Kalam Group of Institutions, as a token of respect and appreciation. I now request our Honorable President, Professor Dr. Pavitra Kumar Tripathi, sir, to kindly felicitate the convener of this faculty development program and head of Department of MBA, Professor Dr. Umesh Chandra Pandey, sir, as a token of respect and appreciation. May I now kindly request our Honorable Chief Guest to felicitate the President of today's program, Professor Dr. Pavitra Kumar Tripathi, sir, Principal, Kalam Institute of Technology, as a token of respect and appreciation.
Well, thank you so much, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for all the dignitaries present. I now warmly invite Professor Uma Sankar Mahanti, the Head of Department, Basic Science and Humanities, to offer a heartfelt vote of thanks, to extend our sincere gratitude to all the members present. Please, sir.
Good morning to one and all present over here. On this special occasion of conducting 5-day faculty development program on resource methodology, our esteemed President Dr. Pavitra Kumar Tripathi sir, Principal, KIT, esteemed Chief Guest Professor Sukant Kumar Tripathi sir, Chairman, PG Council, Barampur University, esteemed Chief Speaker of this program, Professor Ravi Narayan Subudhi sir, former Dean, School of Rural Management, KIT University, Bhubaneswar, esteemed guest of honor, Mr. Santosh Kumar Janna sir, Secretary, Kalam Group of Institutions, esteemed guest of honor, Professor Sudhakar Patil sir, Professor RBI Utkal University Bhubaneswar, esteemed convener Dr. Umesh Chandra Panigare sir, HOD Department of MBA, all the respected resource persons, dignitaries, other dice as well as other dice, HOD of different departments, all the participants, research scholars, my colleagues, teaching and non-teaching staff members, press and media persons, anchors, as a whole, on the behalf of Kalam Institute of Technology, I once again welcome you all to this auspicious ceremony, that is inaugural ceremony of 5 days faculty development program on the topic research methodology. I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks at this inaugural ceremony of this 5-day faculty development program on research methodology. I, on the behalf of organizing committee, I extend my sincere thanks to our esteemed principal sir, who is the president of this program, Dr. Pavitra Kumar Tripathi sir, for his great effort, leadership quality in guiding the organizing committee to organize such a FDP for 5 days for all the participants, research scholars. Sir has nicely explained the scope and objective of organizing such FDP or research methodology. Research methodology has been beautifully explained by sir. We are very much thankful to sir. Next, on behalf of TEAT as well as organizing committee, I convey my deepest regard, gratitude and heartfelt thanks to our esteemed chief guest, Professor Sukham Kumar Tripathi sir, for accepting our request to be the chief guest by sparing his valuable time with us. Sir has nicely explained the term research methodology, which consists of two terms, that is research and methodology. These two terms have been explained nicely. Sir has also guided all the participant research scholars to choose the research problem accurately. And also, they can finally use different AI tools to improve the paper. We are very much thankful to have sir on this special occasion. Thank you very much, sir. Well, it is my privilege to express my sincere thanks to our Chief Speaker, Professor Rabindranath Subudhi sir, for sparing his valuable time and sharing valuable thoughts as well as inspiring words regarding the research activity. Innovation is highly essential, as told by our respected Chief Speaker sir. Sir has already explained different terms related to research activity. Sir is also acting as resource person in the technical session. So we will be very happy to know different ideas, insights from sir, being the resource person of the upcoming technical session. Thank you very much, sir, for spending your valuable time with us. I extend my sincere thanks for our guest of honor, Mr. Santosh Kumar Jana sir, who is the Secretary of Kalam Group of Institution, for sparing his valuable time from his busy schedule. We have been given a good platform from the management side to explore the knowledge as well as to organize such nice programs like faculty development program, seminars, as well as international conferences. We are very much thankful to you, sir, for being with us. I extend my heartfelt thanks to our guest of honor, Professor Sudhakar Patra sir, for sharing his valuable thoughts and also giving his valuable time with us. Sir has already explained the detail about the research methodology. Sir will also explain in detail in the upcoming technical session, being the resource person. Sir has highlighted the importance of research method in the research activity program that is needed for all of us. Thank you very much, sir. I also express my heartfelt thanks for our esteemed convener, Dr. Umesh Chandra Panigare sir, for his explaining the significance of FDP. FDP that is organized in our institute. Sir has also organized so many seminars, conferences in his department, that is MBA department in our institution. Sir has vast knowledge for organizing such programs. So we are very much thankful to our convener, Dr. Umesh Chandra Panigre sir. I would also like to thank all the resource persons for sparing their valuable times for all of us, all the HO department, head of the departments, Padma sir, Narayan sir, Sanjeev sir, Suchishri madam for sparing the valuable time in organizing such that is FDP for our research scholar for 5 days. And also I am very much thankful to all participants, research scholars, faculty members, all the dignitaries, and also I extend my heartfelt thanks to our anchors who have successfully hosted the program in a beautiful manner. And also I am very much thankful to everyone who are directly or indirectly involved in this program to make it a grand success. Thank you very much, all of you.
Well, thank you so much, sir. Now I request all the dignitaries present here to kindly be off the dais to enjoy the cultural fest coming next. Please, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to witness a mesmerizing dance performance that embodies the rich culture and heritage of Odisha. For the performance, let's welcome our student Ronali Nanda. Ronali, please. The stage is all yours. With this, I will host Samir Mahapatru signing off. Thank you. Now I request President of today's meeting, the Principal of the College, Professor Dr. Pavitar Kumar Tripathi, sir, to felicitate our Pronadinata, please. And also I request our chief guest, Professor Dr. Sudhan Kumar Tripathi, sir, to felicitate our student, please. Thank you everybody for your kind support. Now we'll have a 10-minute break. Tea 10-minute tea break at room number 113. Everybody proceed to room number 113. Be a assemble here after 10. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
লাইভ তো চালছে ক্যামেরাটা বন্ধ থেকে